In this video I wanted to show the techniques that I use and teach for playing two notes together, and I'm going to use the Guitarist Way here book, book 2. So that's the Guitarist Way book 2, and on page 6 there's a section which starts to deal with playing two notes together. Interestingly enough, leads me really straight to the point. In the top box it says here the fingers play rest strokes, and on the right hand side of the page it says the thumb plays free strokes. So let's just have a little look at that, and I want to kind of disagree with the book here and say that both fingers and the thumbs should be playing free strokes and not rest strokes, and I'll explain why. So at the moment the book is saying play the thumb strokes with a free stroke. So with a free stroke, what we do, we play a note, and you can see all I'm doing is a little circular motion there, strike the string, and then it's a circular motion. And most often than not I'll put my thumb on another string, and in this case I'll just put it on string 6. So that stops the thumb immediately driving down. If you do a rest stroke, the thumb will drive down, and often the note is too loud, it's out of balance with the other notes. But also if there's another bass note to play, for example string 6, we often find then we've got a double string movement. In this particular exercise I'm just going to forward think and just think, well, I play some A bass notes, so I'm going to rest my thumb on string 6, and that'll be the most convenient or the optimum solution. In terms of the fingers, this is a problem that I find that students, when they come to me from other tuition sources, are often always playing rest strokes. So they just play a note like this on string 1 and they rest it. It causes quite a lot of problems later on, when in fact it's kind of okay when we're just starting off and just playing some single string notes like that. But the real problem of this technique of playing rest strokes, which is why I don't teach it until much later on, is that if we want to play two notes together, for example string 2 and string 1, I'll use my index and middle fingers, and then if I play them with a free stroke they both sound together, nice and pretty. If I play a rest stroke it actually becomes quite awkward for the hand, and immediately the second finger has muted string 2. So I'm not getting two notes together, I'm only hearing string 1 play, and that note that should have been playing is muted as that middle finger goes down. So that's one of the fundamental reasons that I don't teach rest strokes, I beg your pardon, and only teach free strokes. The other reason is as well, often I find, and I was teaching somebody today when I went into a school to help teach somebody, and they were trying to play this. This is their first time, and in fact this is really starting in the grade 1 area, where we're playing two notes together. So we have for example a thumb bass and a finger, doesn't matter which one's playing the high E string. And when they're taught to play rest strokes, this is what tends to happen. We tend to get a double rest stroke, of course, but a contortion of the hand trying to do it. So we tend to get this. A lot of twisting, a lot of movement as people are trying to play two lots of rest strokes. It's really one of the most frustrating things I come across, because invariably, unless this is corrected and actually taught correctly, people are going to stop playing the guitar. It becomes quite fundamental and a difficulty to them. So all I teach here is just to imagine we're just bringing the thumb and the finger together, just like, I'll try and get a better camera angle. So we're just bringing them together, but not always necessarily touching. We don't have to do any contortions of the hand, it's just a finger movement and a thumb movement, that's what it is. So we put those two together, and you can see straight away that I'm just exaggerating my wrist movement, but I shouldn't do really. I should just be able to put the two notes together with a free stroke here and a free stroke there. So this saves this problem of trying to contort the hand and trying to get the two notes played together. If we just look at the first bar, Another technique, I've talked about this quite a lot in my videos, but what I find is that children that don't or aren't taught to plant their thumb after it's played, so here in exercise 16 the first note is an A bass note, we play that A bass note, and then they try to play fingers here. I'm always going to be using free strokes from now on. Okay. When they try to play them, their hand is now in kind of limbo, it doesn't quite know where it is, and often there's a lot of hand movement and difficulty in playing on the string. So this is the most fundamental thing, and it's the most fundamental thing I was ever taught, and it works all the time. You play a bass note, so it's string 5, you immediately pop it on string 6, and you'll immediately see the fingers know exactly where those strings are, and if your child does that, you'll see the difference immediately. So carrying on from that, I'm going to play the first few bars of exercise 16, so I play an A, plant my thumb, E, the two notes together, just a nice soft pinching motion, plant my thumb, and that's 2, 3. A bass, my thumb's already on string 6 now, which is handy, so I'll pop it onto string 5 when it plays. E, two notes together, just a nice pinch, okay, and then the thumb back on 6 to play string 6, goes on to string 5 as the fingers play the B string now. Okay, that should have been together. And then we're back to A, E, and the two notes together, and A and an E. And just playing free strokes here, just this nice play and plant with the thumb, play and plant, and the nice free stroke technique here on the fingers will save all sorts of problems when playing two notes together. I'll perhaps do another video to complement this, to look at exercises 17 and 18, but you get the idea. The fundamental principles to do are play free strokes with both fingers and thumbs, plant the thumb, so it's a play and a planting motion, and then free strokes, and when the two notes play together you just simply just a small pinch and plant the thumb on another string, and then the fingers can play. So I hope that's a useful video. Look out for the video on exercises 17 and 18 and we'll put some frets onto those exercises.